Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, in this lecture you will learn about plate tectonic theory. This theory was proposed after continental drift theory because continental drift theory did not explain the mechanisms behind the postulates proposed by Wagner. So this theory basically proposed to describe the underlying mechanisms regarding the theory of Wagner or a scientific explanation of the continental drift theory. Plate tectonic theory was formulated by a Canadian geophysicist, J. Tuzo Wilson, in 1966. The need for this theory was that the Wagner did not explain most of the facts regarding the underlying mechanism or a scientific explanation about continental drift theory. Most of the things explained by Wagner was hypothetically explained, and there was no scientific evidence or scientific explanation about continental drift theory. So this theory may be regarded as a scientific mechanism for hypothesis proposed by Wagner. Now we will discuss the boundaries of these tectonic plates. Boundaries are basically the margins of tectonic plates which are responsible for interaction and different types of geological important features. On the basis of the interaction of margins, boundaries of these tectonic plates are divided into three types: the convergent boundaries, divergent boundaries, and transform boundaries. The details of these boundaries will be discussed separately. Here you can see a converging plate boundary. On the left side you can see there is an oceanic plate which bent down to form a trench. On the right side there is a continental plate. The oceanic plate crashed into the continental plate, where the melting of this crash resulted in earthquake and volcanism. Thus you can see in this diagram the convergence of an oceanic plate into an continental plate. Convergent boundaries are the places where plates crash or crunch together are called convergent boundaries. Plates only move a few centimeters each year, so collisions are very slow and last millions of years. Even though plate collisions take a long time, lots of interesting things happen. For example, in drawing above in the previous slide, in convergent boundary is shown. An oceanic plate in that slide crashed into continental plate. The edge of continental plate in the drawing has folded into a huge mountain range, while edge of the oceanic plate has bent downward, dug deep into an earth, forming a trench. A trench has formed at the bend. All that folding and bending makes rock in both plates break and slip, causing earthquakes. Earthquakes are common as a result of convergence, but these earthquakes are not so much of intensity like transform collisions, because here in this case the energy is used in formation of volcanic rocks, while in transform no such activity happens. So transform collisions cause more severe earthquakes than the convergent incidents. Earthquakes came every day, but we feel only those earthquakes which have an intensity greater than 3 on Richter scale. The Earthquakes less than 3 intensity are not felt so much. In convergent boundaries, when the edge of oceanic plate digs into Earth's hot interior, some of the rock in it melts. The melting process of this rock rise up through the continental plate, causing more earthquakes on its way up and forming volcanic eruptions where it finally reaches the surface of the earth. So we can say that the convergent boundaries of continental and oceanic earth crust collide together, crash into each other, and the result is earthquake, volcano, eruption. An example of this type of collision is found on the west coast of South America, where oceanic Nazca plate is present in Peru on eastern coast of the Pacific Ocean. This is an oceanic plate is crashing into the continental plate of South America. The crash formed the Andes Mountains, the long string of volcanoes along the mountain crest, and the deep trench of the coast of the Pacific Ocean. Another example is the Indian Ocean plate, the oceanic plate of Indian Ocean, which crash into the Eurasian plate about 4 to 5 centimeter each year. Similar Arabian plate is subducting into the Eurasian plate, forming the mountains in Iran. These events of convergent boundaries result in frequent earthquakes, and some of these earthquakes may result in volcanic eruption. Boundaries of tectonic plates are dangerous places to live or visit. Mountains, earthquakes and volcanoes form where the plate collides. Millions of people live and visit beautiful mountains ranges being built by the plate collisions. For example, the Rockies mountains in North America, the Alps in Europe, the Pontic mountains in Turkey, the Zagros mountains in Iran, the Himalayan in Central Asia were formed by the plate collisions. These convergent collisions form the mountain ranges which cause earthquakes, and sometimes volcanic eruption may occur at these places. These mountain ranges are the result of collision of tectonic plates and crashing of plates into each other to form the boundaries as mountain ranges. Mountain ranges are dangerous due to the frequency of earthquakes and volcanic eruption in these mountains. Each year, thousands of people are killed by earthquakes and volcanic eruption in these mountains. Occasionally, big eruptions or earthquakes kill large number of people. In 1976, an earthquake in Tangshan, China killed 750,000 people. In 1883, an eruption of Krakatoa volcano in Indonesia killed 37,000 people. Similarly, in 1983, an eruption caused mudslide in Colombia killed 25,000 people. So you can see that the volcanic eruption is quite dangerous when it comes suddenly and people have no time to evacuate from that place, and in this way a large population affected by this sudden volcanic eruption. Up till now, we have learned that the boundaries of these tectonic plates are dangerous places to live, which have frequent earthquakes and occasional volcanic eruptions. So, the convergent boundaries are dangerous places to live, but with preparation and watchfulness, the danger can be minimized. If someone chooses to live near a convergent plate boundary, we can build buildings that are earthquake resistant and can evacuate the areas around possible volcanic eruption when there is a threat to be erupted. We are also living in a similar condition because Pakistan is a dangerous zone, as this is present on tectonic plate boundary, because we have all three major interactions between the plates transformed near the Quetta and west of the Karachi. Tectonically, Balochistan was on Eurasian plate and rest of Pakistan is on Indian plate. So we are present at the margins of these plates, and interactions between the margins of these plates cause earthquakes in this region. So we can say that this is a dangerous zone to live. As we have discussed that Pakistan is present on a geologically dangerous zone where tectonic plate margins are present and interaction between these margins cause earthquakes. There is an earthquake in Jangshahi, Lower Sindh region in 1893-94. This was an earthquake of magnitude 8, causing death of 150,000 people. This was an earthquake of highest magnitude in this region, so it causes a great loss of life. This earthquake occurred due to interaction between the Eurasian plate and Indian plate. This interaction causes earthquake, and this earthquake was the highest loss of life in the history in this region. On the basis of intensity of earthquake on Richter scale, the next is the earthquake occurred in Kashmir, October 8, 2005. 80,000 people died and 3.5 million people were rendered homeless. Magnitude was 7.6 or 7.8. Next on this list is Shah Bandar, Sindh, 1668. The magnitude of this earthquake on Richter scale was 7.5 and 50,000 deaths are recorded in this earthquake. Due to the presence of Balochistan on margins of tectonic plates, there was an incident of earthquake in May 31, 1935. The intensity of this earthquake was recorded 7.7 on Richter scale. Large number of casualties, about 30,000 to 60,000 people were recorded due to this earthquake. In December 28, 1947, Hunza Valley was jolted by an earthquake of intensity 6.2. Due to this earthquake, 5,300 people lost their lives and a large number of infrastructure was destructed. A similar incident in Pasni, Balochistan on November 28, 1945. 4,000 people died and a tsunami was triggered by a mammoth earthquake. Intensity of this earthquake was recorded 8.1, making it the strongest earthquake in Pakistan's recorded history. Next is Allahabad, Sindh, June 16, 1819. 3,200 people died due to the earthquake of magnitude 7.5. The source of this jolt was near the Pakistan-India border at Run of Kutch. As this region is present on margins of tectonic plates, so this earthquake was basically the incident of interaction between these tectonic plates. This slide shows the location of Allahabad near Run of Kutch, which is the border area between Pakistan and India. The margin of the tectonic plates causes an severe earthquake in this region. On September 24, 1827, in Lahore, 1,000 people died after massive tremors of earthquake, which was recorded as 7.8 intensity on Richter scale. Next is Avaran district in Balochistan. On September 24 to 28, 2013, two earthquakes rocked Balochistan's Avaran district within a span of 4 days. The first occurred on September 24 and caused 825 deaths with a magnitude of 7.7. The second happened on September 8 and killed September 28 and killed 400 more people with mere 6.8 magnitude. Another incident of tectonic plate on October 29, 2008, Ziyarat district of Quetta, Balochistan. These tectonic plates on Balochistan see a lot of frequent activity, and 6.4 magnitude of earthquake jolted the Ziyarat district in Quetta on October 29, 2008. An earthquake came on October 26, 2015. The epicenter of this earthquake was in Afghanistan, but the jolts of this earthquake was felt in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Punjab in Pakistan, and along with some parts of the northern India. This was a scary earthquake which have a lot of aftershocks, and authorities warned the intensity of aftershocks. The mean intensity of this earthquake was said to be 7.5 on Richter scale. The next incident was on December 25, 2015. The recorded intensity of this earthquake was 6.3, and the epicenter of this earthquake was in Afghanistan-Tajikistan border. This earthquake killed one woman and 100 were injured in this incident. Another incident of this kind was on January 31, 2018. The magnitude of this earthquake was 6.1 and the earthquake epicenter was in Afghanistan, but the jolts of this earthquake was felt in Afghanistan, Pakistan and India. The major cities of these countries were affected by this earthquake. All these incidents show that Pakistan is a region of earthquakes due to its presence on the margins of tectonic plates. These margins of tectonic plates interact, and the activity of these margins resulted in earthquakes, and these frequent incidents are observed in this region. The second type of plate boundaries is divergent boundaries. These are the places where plates are coming apart, and these are called divergent boundaries. When the lithosphere, which is the outermost surface of Earth, is pulled apart, it typically breaks along the parallel faults that tilt slightly outward from each other. That is why the term is given divergent boundaries. As the plates separate along the boundaries, the block between the faults cracks and drop down into the soft asthenosphere. Thus, getting apart two plates and sinking down the central block is a typical feature of divergent boundaries. The sinking of the block form a central valley called a rift. A magma, which is a liquid rock, seeps upward to fill the cracks. In this way, a new crust is formed along the boundary. Here the volcanoes form where the magma reaches the surface to form a volcanic eruption. Divergent boundaries are elaborated in this diagram. Here you can see there are earth crusts on both sides. The lithosphere on right and left side get apart from each other, and the central portion, the central block of rock gets sink down to the asthenosphere, and magma from the downward seeps to upward, and the crack is filled by the magma. Here you can see the two plates get separated from each other and get diverted and slightly tilt upward, and the central portion, which is sink down, is called rift or valley. Rift valleys are different when they form on land or ocean. When a divergent boundary crosses the land, the rift valleys are typically 30 to 50 km wide. For example, East Africa Rift in Kenya and Ethiopia, and Rio Grande Rift in New Mexico. These rift valleys are quite wider as compared to the rift valleys in oceans. In contrast to the land, when a divergent boundary crosses the ocean floor, the rift valley is much narrower, only a kilometer or less across, and it runs along the top of the mid-oceanic ridge. This difference between the width of the rift valleys on land and ocean can be explained as the rift valleys in continents are wider because the crust there is thicker, so it is difficult for the magma to come out from the narrow place, while in mid-oceanic ridges the crust is thin, and so the plates diverge slightly. Magma solidify quickly there. That is why the rift valleys in ocean are much narrower than the rift valleys which are formed on a continental place or on land. Moreover, oceanic ridges rise a kilometer or so above the ocean floor and form a global network tens of thousands of miles long. Examples of this kind of ridges include the Mid-Atlantic Ridge and the East Pacific Rise. Plate separation is a slow process. For example, divergence along the Mid-Atlantic Ridge cause the Atlantic Ocean to widen at only about 2 to 3 centimeters per year. The third type of plate boundaries are transform boundaries. Transform boundaries are quite different from the other two types, that is convergent boundaries and divergent boundaries. Transform boundaries are basically the places where plates slide past each other. As they slide past each other, they don't tear each other, or there is no crunching of plates during this process. So this interaction of plates is different from the other two types. There are no spectacular features such as mountain ranges, etc., are associated with this type of plate interactions. This type of plate interaction is marked with different features as compared to the convergent and divergent boundaries. Instead of any spectacular features, mountains and volcanoes, the transform boundaries are marked in some places by linear valleys. These linear valleys are along the boundaries where the rock has been ground up by sliding. So by grounding up the boundaries, this type of boundaries, linear valleys are formed. In other places, transform boundaries are marked by features like stream beds that have been splitting of the stream beds. Splitting means the stream beds are split into two halves and the stream move in opposite directions in these two halves of stream beds. In this slide, a typical example of transform boundary is shown. This is the famous transform boundary of North American plate. This is a fault produced in North American plate in which the plate move in opposite directions. This is present in San Francisco, California, where the two plates slide past each other and produced a transform boundary. There are many transform boundaries in the world, but the most famous transform boundary is present in North America. This transform boundary is San Andreas Fault in North American plate. There are different hypotheses regarding the sideways movement of this North American plate. The most accepted one is that the slice of California to the west of fault is slowly moving northward relative to the rest of the California. This northward movement is not a vertical movement, it is basically a sideways motion. Since this motion along the fault is sideways and not vertical, so Los Angeles will not crack off and fall into the ocean as a popular thought. The hypothesis that the Los Angeles will crack off is not true, is not accepted one, but it will simply creep towards the San Francisco at about 6 centimeters per year at a very slow speed. The San Francisco and Los Angeles are coming side by side. In about 10 million years, the two cities will be side by side due to this northward motion and sideways sliding paths of this transform boundary of North American plate. As it is already discussed that transform boundaries are not marked with spectacular surface features such as mountain ranges, but the sliding motion of transform boundaries cause lot of earthquakes. These earthquakes are of high intensity and cause lot of damages to the human settlements. The strongest and most famous earthquake along the San Andreas Fault hit San Francisco city in 1906. In this earthquake, many buildings were shaken to pieces by earthquake and much of rest of the city was destroyed by the fires that followed. More than 600 people died as a result of the quake and fires. Recent large quakes along the San Andreas include the Imperial Valley quake in 1940 and the Loma Prieta quake in 1989. So we can see that the linear valleys, splitting of the stream beds and large earthquakes are the major features associated with transform boundaries due to the interaction of these plates. Thus we see that the motion of the plate margins, either converging motions, diverging motions or transform boundaries motions, these motions are associated with changes in the locations and features of the earth surface. which provide a scientific mechanism about the theory of Wagner and the scientific explanation regarding the continental drift theory, which was not provided by the Wagner at the time of hypothesizing that theory. So that's all about the plate tectonic theory, and thank you for joining this lecture. Allah Hafiz.